Infectious Diseases, Matt Barnes.
Lost another one. She was so young. Why, God, why? E. coli, malaria, the West Nile virus. You may know them by the many names and forms they manifest, but they are better known as infectious diseases. Infectious diseases have been the cause of death for millions of years since the existence of mankind. They have gained notoriety for the epidemics which have occurred, affecting a large amount of people in a vast area. They can spread from region to region, and a pandemic outbreak forms when there is a global epidemic. Contest chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, I was sent here today to tell you about the most serious pandemic in the history of infectious diseases. It is currently affecting millions of adolescents, tweens, and young adults worldwide. It has ripped through our country, starting in a small town in southern Ontario, and has no end in sight. We have a crisis on our hands, and we have to do something about it. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm talking about is the Bieber fever. Justin Bieber was spawned on March 1st, 1994 in Stratford, Ontario. As you can tell by that soft, smooth skin complexion, those brown, beady eyes, and the vocal variety of a young Michael Jackson, he was destined for superstardom from a young age. And after his performances were posted on YouTube by his mother, fame came instantly. He was signed on to Usher's label and then to a recording contract with Island Records. From the moment Bieber picked up the microphone, that fateful day in Stratford, the beginning of a devastating virus made its way into the eardrums and down into the immune systems of thousands of helpless individuals. Organisms that cause an infectious disease are classified as opportunistic pathogens, and they spread the virus within a host with a depressed resistance. Our inability to see the evil in this innocent-looking, goofy-haired, prepubescent boy have led to an irreversible devastation on our planet. The transmission of an infectious disease can occur through various forms, including physical contact, bodily fluids, and in this case, airborne inhalation. The Bieber fever has spread via the intraweb, which is then manifested into airplay on radio shows, television, and even live concerts. The rate of infection is increasing at an alarming rate, and there are currently over 6,083,942 innocent victims being exposed to Justin Bieber's Twitter account as we speak. They're receiving the virus via typed messages from the pathogen himself. In July of this year, Justin Bieber was the highest search topic on the internet in the entire world. He is currently the highest paid teen entertainer, making over $300,000 in a single night. The so-called teen heartthrob has become a heart attack on today's society. In April of this year, several teenagers were almost crushed to death at a Bieber performance. Furthermore, those infected with the Bieber fever, or believers, have adopted the teeny bopper's ridiculous bang haircut, which allows for that neck-jerking hair swoop motion, which has quickly become the leading cause of emergency room visits in Ontario. Yep, the Backstreet Boys grew up. Hanson hit puberty, and Britney Spears went crazy. All signs have led to a new contagion in the form of entertainment to capture the hearts of young girls and to corrupt the waves of the radio, television, and the internet. And if we don't act fast, we'll all be sucked up into the Bieber sphere with the rest of the believers. According to the ever-reliable Wikipedia, one way to stop or slow down the transmission of infectious disease is to identify individual characteristics of said disease. But the Bieber fever has spread at such a rate that tracking individual carriers would simply be impossible. Instead, my colleagues and I have patented a new method of intervention in the form of antibiotics. Anti-Bieberotics will provide us with clean, fresh, and healthy doses of music. But we need to rally together and take a stand against this incurable disease. You must shield your children from Justin Bieber and from the increasing marketing tactics intended to transform your innocent eardrums into becoming vulnerable hosts. So close your BieberFever.com membership, turn off MTV, and take a stand with me today. We will put an end to the believers and to this infectious disease that has crippled our society. I would ask you to please stand. Join me in a toast. Down with the Bieber. Congress Chair.